Lachlan. Time now for John Clarke and Bryan Dawe on That Memoir.
Peter Costello, thanks for your time again.
It's very good to be with you, Bryan, and how nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It has been a long time, yes. How have you been?
I've been terrific, thanks for asking.
Good.
How are you doing on the backbench there?
Well, I've got to say, Bryan, I'm quite enjoying it. It's a bit different, you know. You get a good view. You're higher up, you see. You can see the track and the field events all at the same time. It's pretty good up there.
Yeah, what do you actually do up there, though?
Well, I'm representing the good folk of Higgins, Bryan, up there.
I see, yeah. And what do they want?
Well, I've represented Higgins and indeed the Higginsians for quite a while, Bryan, and their concerns are my concerns. I feel their pain.
They need more books, obviously.
Have you pardon?
They need more books, obviously. You're writing a book, aren't you?
Oh, yes. No, sorry. No, they need more sleep, Bryan. That's why I've done that.
Oh, and the book's going to help with the sleep, is it?
Works like a cracker, Bryan. I mean, I was proofreading it the other day, and a couple of times, just straight down into a bear pit. Twice, Bryan. I didn't know where I was.
Well, that's incredible.
Yeah.
So what do you do in Parliament these days?
Well, just because you go out of office, Bryan, doesn't mean that the democracy doesn't keep moving. I mean, that vital democratic process, Bryan, that goes on all the time. Do you know what a Sudoku is?
Yeah, they're rather fun, aren't they?
Yeah, they're fantastically interesting, Bryan. I hadn't encountered them before, but they're quite good. They keep the old what's-name active.
Your mind?
Have you heard?
Your mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they keep it quite active.
You'd be pretty good at the Sudoku, wouldn't you?
Well, I'm learning, Bryan. I must confess that I'm not actually terribly good at them at all.
Oh, really?
No, they're all to do with numbers.
Ah, really? And so what are you saying? Numbers aren't your strength?
No, I'm really more of a verbal person.
Right, with the exception of the 11 years as Treasurer, of
With
course.
the exception of running the Australian economy for a lengthy period, Bryan.
Yeah.
I'm essentially, I suppose what I'm saying is that essentially I'm a verbal person.
Yeah, there's been a lot of speculation about your future, hasn't there?
Always has been, Bryan. I've never understood it. Well, it's mediaist. I mean, you guys get obsessed with something, you get a bee in your bonnet, and you just keep banging your heads against the wall. I've never understood that.
Well, presumably because you won't challenge, and also, on the other hand, you won't go away. I mean...
Well, Bryan, there are always rational reasons for these things. Let me be very clear about this in the current circumstance, for example. The party currently has a leader. The party currently has a fresh, new, highly intelligent, very vigorous and excellent leader in Brendan Nelson, a leader who I might say has my full support. Let me make that clear. He has my full support. Obviously, I look at my own life, I look at my own options, I discuss them with friends and with family, Bryan. I'll certainly make an announcement about my future. Bryan, at an appropriate time. Bryan! Well, that's good. It works without the book.
That's the program for tonight and the week. Don't forget State Line tomorrow. We'll be back with the 7:30 report on Monday, but for now, good night.